And a pleasant good evening to you, everyone. Happy TGIF. It is Friday, June the 19th. Also, my wife and myself's anniversary today. I want to give a special shout out to my lovely bride who may or may not watch this later. Probably not, but I'll throw it out there anyway. Welcome back to more Phillies baseball as the Phils now on the road up at Citi Field, getting ready to take on those New York Mets. As Zach Eflin, you see there, looking to take the hill, looking for win number lucky 7. And maybe he could pull off that tonight. As you maybe saw on the page, I did sort of change the lineup around a little bit. We're going to get to that now. We're going to get into this. That. Road uniforms. Citi Field. Partly cloudy, that's fine. Yeah, Zach Eflin. And here is your lineup. As you see there, Roman Quinn in the first spot. He'll be leading off tonight. Gave Andrew McCutchen the night off. He's been hitting it up here of late. So we're going to give him some time off. Maybe get some young talent in there, as you maybe see down the bottom portion of the lineup there. But there is your starting lineup for tonight, as Roman Quinn will lead off, playing center field, as he usually does. The captain, JT Realmuto, the captain, yes, the catcher, batting second, still in that 2-hole, did it pretty good. He had a home run the other night, and he seems to be taking to that 2-hole rather well. So we're going to just leave him in there. Bryce Harper, the right fielder, of course, batting third. The big fella, Rhys Hoskins, who has been on fire here of late, the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Mean Gene Segura there at the 5th hole, playing third base as usual. Sir Didi at shortstop, batting 6th. Scott Kingery, the second baseman, batting 7th. Batting 8th, Adam Hazley in for Cutch tonight. And batting 9th and pitching, Zach Eflin. As you see some of the complete games that have gone on. Jake Arrieta kind of the head of the pack as far as the Phillies are concerned, with 4 of them. But there's your starting lineup for your 60-13 Philadelphia Phillies. It's Quinn, Realmuto, Harper, Hoskins, Segura, Gregorius, Kingery, Hazley, and Eflin. That is your starting 9 as we take you to Citi Field for some Friday night baseball. Enjoy the game, everybody.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Rick Porcello is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Ready now, Roman Quinn, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
What a terrific season this guy's having, up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Rosario in foul ground, and this will land foul. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit. Into the box now, JT Realmuto. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Here's Bryce Harper now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, are on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Conforto is there, and he has it for the out. The relay, the tag, and he is out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. And 2. Here it is. Line drive to left. Davis is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for Philadelphia. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Zach Eflin, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. Now batting, Robinson Cano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Cano, as in don't you know, a part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Robinson Cano becomes out number 2 this inning. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The next 0-2. This is on the ground over to first, And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Now the 1-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Swing, strike 2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. We are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Jean Segura. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And now pitch on the way. Scott Kingery waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
And in steps Scott Kingery. In his career against Porcello, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's set, and the pitch.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Gregorius, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Let's pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
Runner back safely. And again a throw and the runner back. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Adam Hazley waits on deck. Runners on first with one down. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one is gone. A home run. So a two-run shot to left center. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
To the plate now, Adam Hazley. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Now here it comes. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Rosario is there, 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Standing in, Zach Eflin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
Whoa, that's up there.
2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. So 1-1 home. Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So now to the plate, Roman Quinn, as he'll go after a curveball off the plate at strike one. He singled to open up the ball game. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. He pulls this one into right. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Philly. J.D. Davis the next at bat. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
J.D. Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
0-2 count and the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And that's dead center for strike 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. So digging in now, Yoenis Cespedes, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here, and if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in, JT Realmuto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Outside, 3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And that misses, ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Throw over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. A runner at first with no outs here. Two balls and a strike.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins, a 27-year-old. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Here it comes, 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. None out, runners at first and second. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Cespedes is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And it's 1-1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
First and second now, one man out. Right side, fair ball down the line.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Into the box, Scott Kingery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Kingery is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Hazley. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Michael Wacha is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. At the plate now, Zach Eflin, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets nothing. Digging in now, Dominic Smith. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and the veteran right-hander Michael Wacha will hit next. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Michael Wacha becomes out number 2 this inning. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Quinn will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. And as we take a look at the Phillies team leaders, we see he currently sits in third place in that department. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper as he lifts it in the air to right field. Conforto will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Rhys Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. The 1-1 home. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Left fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 24 home runs for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Gene Segura standing in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Off speed pitch, just missed inside. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Digging in and looking for more, Didi Gregorius, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Lays off 2-2 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Mets nothing. Striding in, Robinson Cano. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
So here's Jeff McNeil. And he puts it on the ground to second. Kingery's there, and that's the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch. Infield playing back. A ball is able to sneak through. A base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2. This year against right-handed pitching, Davis carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Scott Kingery. First pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Standing in now, Adam Hazley. A ball and no strikes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
8 runs on 12 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 3-0 now.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
At the plate, Zach Eflin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And the off balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Roman Quinn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Now the 0-1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball, and this should get him out of it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Wilson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Wilson Ramos is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Three and two, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounder down the line at third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now the 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Nobody out, runner on first. Outside, 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
There's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Smith stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. 2-2. Line drive to center field. Quinn is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The bat, the shortstop,
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ahmed Rosario. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 8 and the Mets 1. Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First delivery to him on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. Swinging a soft liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Stepping in now, Scott Kingery, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. A runner on first with 2 away. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Count remains 2-2. He's set. Now the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1 and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Robinson Cano the next to dig in. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. He pulls this one into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Grounded down the third baseline. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 0-1.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Adam Hazley, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set. Here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Into the box now, Zach Eflin. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get back in standing. Into the box, Roman Quinn. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 is low and outside for a ball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch.
Down 3-0.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now back.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Stepping in, JT Realmuto trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. First and second now, one man out. And there's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Bryce Harper. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone into the upper tank. A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper, number 249 career, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball all the ballpark like he did just there.
Jerry's Familia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. A 1 pitch on its way. Lined hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Three runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Phillies 11 and the Mets 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft ground for the out.
Phil Gosselin. will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 8, Phil Johnson.
Jay Bruce is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right. Josh Harrison is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Now playing short.
Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
No balls and a strike to count. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Runners are at first and second with one away. Bounce to first. There's Harrison for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Mets leave one. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Into the box now, Gene Segura. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Now batting.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Josh Harrison stands in, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Now batting. Second base, Phil Johnson.
Stepping up now, Phil Gosselin. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here comes Seth. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Adam Hazley stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two out with the man at first. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Eflin, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies leave a couple, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Pete Alonso will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Alonso.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 16 homers, 39 driven in. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And he'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A A solo home run for Ahmed Rosario. 8th home run on the season for him, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. Ready for another chance. Robinson Cano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil. As he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We've played 8 full. Phillies on top, 11-2. Seth Lugo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Roman Quinn. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Lugo features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. The 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Ready once again, JT Realmuto. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is the left fielder, and it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign as this lead got even wider. Here's Jay Bruce now. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
That one's in there. 3-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
To the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. And the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. A dive, but it's off his glove.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura, as he'll take a look at ball one. Here comes the 1-0. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. One more shot coming up. Will go to the bottom of the 9th. Philadelphia's on top, 13-2. In now, J.D. Davis starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ranger Suarez, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And he takes strike 2. Suarez, a left-hander that stands 6'1" tall. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit to short. And there's one down now. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit hard on the ground to second. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Yoenis Cespedes comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. Home run number 16 for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Hit hard to the right. Still only 1 out in the inning. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Brandon Nimmo.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
13-4 the way this one ends. The Phillies scored a lucky 13 in this one. Zach Eflin earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Rick Porcello permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Well, the Phils journey at the Citi Field, kick down the door and say, well, we're just going to take control of things right away, I reckon. As JT Real Muto 3 for 5 with a home run. And I'm happy to say that my 8-year-old son, Robert, actually hit the home run that he 108 miles an hour. Is that what it went out as? Okay. So the Phils win this one by a final score of 13-4. I'm sure the replay vault, I don't know if it's going to cover everything, but we're going to get to that momentarily. JT 4 for 5 on the day with a home run, a double, 2 runs batted in, and 3 runs scored. And look at Bryce Harper, number 30 on the season, also my 8-year-old son Robert, with the home run. Crushed it. Hey, you did something I couldn't do. I couldn't get his 30th home run, and I've been trying for 3 games. Yep. That was your first hitter. Well, it wasn't your first hit, but sure, in the round. Scott Kingery, 2 for 4, also with a home run, with a double, 2 runs batted in. Bryce Harper, 3 runs batted in as well. Rhys Hoskins, 3 for 6, also with a big fly. He goes 2 RBIs as well. Let's just get right to it. Take a look at some of the action that went down earlier on. And His Royal Highness got it started here in the top half of the second. As he goes out here to left field, this ball's out of here. Just made it over the wall there. That made it 2-0 there. And Didi smacks in 2 runs on this one. This is the first one. This is the first big hit you got, dude. Yeah. You hit that ball, I think. No. No, that's Hazley. Adam Hazley, who was in for cuts today, got that. Ooh! Yoenis Cespedes botched that one. That allowed 2 runs to score. That made it 6-0. That chased Rick Porcello out of here. And the big fella connects with number 24 on the season. A 2-run home run out of here. That made it 8-0. Well, not really the second deck. Well, I guess you could call it that. And this guy was just on point tonight. Zach Eflin, well, even though he only let up that 1 home run, he was on point tonight. His command was on, and here it is, number 30. Boom! And this was you, dude. A 3-run home run. What do you think about that?
I thought it was like a mile high, and it was one of the best.
422 feet. That was his 30th home run, and all right, well, we're a little charitable tonight, I guess. We let up that home run. That was just a bad pitch on my part. Bad placement. Bad pitch placement that time. Bad command. And here's your second home run, dude, with JT.
They were like Oppo.
No, that was a pull home run. Oppo Boppo, meaning he would have hit it to right. 13-2 in the top of the ninth, and my friends, that's all it took for the Phils. But the Mets were not done. Yoenis Cespedes, who botched that shot out the center field, I guess sort of mea culpa, as he goes just around that foul pole into the... Wow, now that's the second deck up there, dude. He got that one. But Ranger calmed down a little bit and struck out Nemo. No, not the fish. Nemo the batter, and that's all it took. And there's your final, 13-4. The Phils all over the Mets. It started there in the second inning, and the Phils did not let their foot up off the gas. 2 in the second, 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the seventh, and 2 in the ninth, as the Phils take down the Mets in Game 1 of this 3-game series at Citi Field. And JT, yes, goes 4 for 5. Zach Eflin goes 8 strong, striking out 8. Letting up 2 earned runs. Of course, letting up that home run. But he gets his 7th win of the season. Now him and Rick Porcello are the same record. As, yeah, that reminds me. I got to take that with me. That's my putter. So 13-4 is your final. Phil's 13 runs on 18 hits. The Mets 4 runs on 10 hits. And a bunch of stuff there. No. So, actually, yes, I will say this. Tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, I should say. Actually, it'll probably be tomorrow night. Going to be doing this game. I will be on vacation, but if I have a Wi-Fi signal, I will be doing this game live from our vacation spot. So I will hopefully be doing that tomorrow sometime, maybe tomorrow evening. It might be late, but I'm going to try to get it in. If not, then I'll probably have to just simulate it. But yeah, Zach Eflin now 7-4. Rick Porcello also 7-4. Zach just had great stuff tonight. His stuff was on. His command was good. Would you please stop dribbling the ball? What are you doing? Thank you. So tomorrow, Vince Velasquez will head to the Hill, and he will be opposed by Jacob deGrom. Vince looking for win number 10 on the season. He was denied. Yes, on what? Okay, good. So the Phils now 61-13, just blowing them away here in the month of June. And yes, JT Realmuto, the captain, the Topps Player Spotlight Player of the Game, 4 for 5, 3 runs, a home run on the day, 2 runs batted in, a double, and a walk. The only thing he was missing, I think, was a triple. Yeah, a triple. He hit a double, I think, yeah. He hit a home run. I think he may have had... No, he missed a single and a triple. So he was a single and a triple away. Robert, what are you doing? You're making a lot of noise. Anyway, family stuff over here. So that's it for now. We will try to get this game in tomorrow sometime. I may have to do it from our vacation spot, but we are going to be on location. So I may have to make up all these games or simulate them, post them on the page. If I do wind up posting the simulator results on the page, you can follow the Phillies, Bilskie's Phillies season on Facebook and follow along if you haven't done so already. Give me a like, a follow, all that stuff. And also, don't forget to drop a subscribe on this page. If you like what you're seeing and you'd like to see some simulated Phillies baseball, then be my guest. Great to have you along. And, well, I certainly appreciate everybody tuning in as you usually do. Phil's just all over the Mets today. Final score from here at Citi Field as the Phils increased their lead to 18.5 games up on the Marlins, 19.5 games up on the Mets, 26.5 games up on the Braves, and just a hair short of 30 games up on the Nationals so far in this simulated season. So there's your final. There's your player of the game. Phils win this one, Game 1 here on this Friday night. TGIF, everybody. We're going to go get something to eat, going to celebrate my anniversary, and we are out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for more Phillies baseball. Have a good night, everybody.